Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Stock Market with a Dow analysis for you after the trading session dated Tuesday 30th of August was closed. This is my main wave count for the Dow, which sees this long upwards zigzag as a cycle degree B wave, and here we have the start of cycle wave C down, and this is in a supercycle zigzag. Cycle wave C must subdivide at primary degree into a 5-wave structure. We have the end of primary 1 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulse down, and now we're in primary wave 2 up. I'm considering changing my Dow wave count and the S&P back to what I had previously used that saw this upwards movement as primary wave 2, and here the downwards movement is the start of primary wave 3 within a supercycle C of within a cycle degree C wave of a supercycle expanded flat correction. That is possible, but I've moved it in line with this wave count because this fits with the other indices like the Russell 2000, which have made new all-time highs, and the subdivisions have a pretty good fit, so for now I'll leave it as this. Either way, we have the end of a 5-wave impulse down here, and here we have a second wave zigzag unfolding. Wave A within it looks like it's subdividing as a 5, so wave 2 is probably a zigzag. We should expect that this second wave will be a deep rather than a shallower correction of wave 1. When we have the length of A and we know where B has ended, we can use the ratios between A and C to calculate a target for it to end, and if that coincides with a Fibonacci ratio of primary wave 1, we'll have an increased probability for that target. 2 may not move beyond the start of 1. This wave count is invalidated with movement above 12,876. 2 can move right up to this point. It can make a 100% correction of 1, forming a perfect double top. It's only movement above this point which invalidates the wave count. Taking you now to the hourly chart, where the low for primary 1 is this point down here. We have a nice 5-wave impulse up here for a first wave, a little zigzag complete down for a second wave, a third wave over here, a brief shallow zigzag for a fourth wave. There's no alternation, I think, in structure between 4 blue and 2 blue, but there's plenty of alternation in the depth of correction. 4 was very shallow and 2 was relatively deep. This final fifth wave up to end wave A looks like it's subdividing as an ending contracting diagonal. These subwaves 3 and 1 on the 5-minute chart have a corrective wave count. They look most like zigzags. Importantly, 3 is just a little shorter than 1. So 5 has a limitation. It may not be longer than 3 because 3 may never be the shortest wave. So the maximum level for 5 is at 11,690.2. At 11,663.4, wave 5 blue in its entirety, beginning here, will reach 0.382, the length of wave 3 blue. There's no ratio between 3 and 1, and when we see no ratio between the first 2 actionary waves of an impulse, we can expect it's more than likely then that the third wave, or wave 5, will exhibit a ratio. So there's a fairly high probability that price will reach this target. We should be expecting a trend change during next session for the Dow. We should be expecting it to begin a B wave, which should exhibit choppy, corrective, overlapping movement for at least a couple of days, if not a week or so. B may not move beyond the start of A. In the midterm, this wave count is invalidated with movement below 10,801.41. So we're in a second wave correction at possibly a primary degree. Maybe we should move it all down and it should be intermediate degree. Either way, it's a second wave correction. It can move right up to the previous high, but it cannot move above. At the end, everyone will be completely convinced that it's a new trend and we're going to see new all-time highs, probably even for the Dow, or at least new midterm highs. That will not be the case because the next movement down may take everyone by surprise. It will be a very strong third wave coming up. That's at least a couple of weeks away, probably. That's all for me today with your Dow analysis, and I hope that you're all having a great day.